Because part of that satellite, part of that approach where we've got that kind of having the access to the stakeholders, but also having people that can be focused. What I've seen be really successful is when that's done in partnership with the client. In fact, almost all of the most prominent kind of examples of great servitization tend to be co-creation. And that's where, to bring this next piece of data, what I thought was really interesting was that 2/3 of the companies in the study, they outlined that they believed that the servitization offering was only suitable for a select group of clients. You know, servitization isn't something that, this is what I'm reading from this study, and it backs up what I've kind of come across anecdotally. It's not something that we go, right, we're going to just move our entire model to servitized business, and that's all we're going to offer to all of our clients. It's like, this is a premium engagement. You know, this is something that is suitable for a select group of our clients. So with that in mind, how important is customer selection? How important is it, and what does that good customer look like? Dan, let me come back to you on that one. Customer selection, how do we choose the right customer? What should we be looking for when we move to servitization?
Yeah, I mean, qualification certainly from a partner perspective is crucial as much as partner selection is from a client perspective, right? You know, there's obviously cultural fits that are things that are outside the scope of the capabilities of the platform, and it definitely comes to the point where, I mean, you look back at the first talking point there where we covered, you know, the fact that technology there is now able to bring these capabilities in. You know, just because it makes it easier doesn't mean that it's the right technology for this particular client, or the fact that it's going to be easy to implement. There is still that need to really go into detail with organizations to make sure that the solution is the right fit for them, first off, but also that they are capable of doing it. You know, if you've got a small field service organization that really differentiate themselves from the market competitors because of the quality of service that they provide in a reactive model, and that their volumes aren't sufficient enough to justify a more proactive model in servitization, then why would you change? You know, you are starting off on the wrong foot in the wrong approach. You'll be much better at looking how the solution and how the technologies can marry up to give you more of what you do today, but in a more efficient way. And servitization might not be the answer in that case. So I do honestly think that, yeah, qualification is key for both sides of the engagement, really.
Let's extend on that a little bit as well. I'm a big fan of like ecosystem thinking. I always have been. You can even say from the way that my business is structured here at Field Service News, you'll see close partnerships with our clients. Company, and I prefer the term partner as well, because it can be a lip service kind of marketing term, but generally, you know, we like to work in partnership. But that applies to, you know, our associated columnists and the way we work with what other people would term our competitors in the event space, etc. Because I believe that a rising tide can lift all boats. I'll promise I'll try to keep the obvious kind of quotes that float through my brain limited to that, not too many. But to go back to ecosystem thinking, so we've got co-creation between us, the service provider, and co-creation between our customer, let's say another OEM. Where can we bring a solution partner in like that? And so, Mike, I know I'm going slightly off piste on this, but is that something that could work, where we could say, right, I operate a service organization. I'm looking to establish a model that is a servitized business model. I understand that I want to work with my one deep level client to really define this, but there's a technology piece that we don't have the expertise in. Could I bring somebody like HSO in so it becomes a three-way conversation where we're all pulling in that same direction of establishing servitization? Or would the conversation happen with the solution provider first, or would it happen after? How could that piece together? Mike, I appreciate that's a bit of a left of centre question, but I think it's quite an important area of focus.
Yeah, certainly. I believe it can provide value, and there is a right time to do that. So, for example, we're working with a client where we're wanting to incorporate some 3D imaging technology. Well, we're not really a 3D CAD shop, right? but we have relationships with other firms that do have those skills. So there might be a component of the service offering that relies very heavily on that 3D component, where we do bring in that third party to kind of be that expert on, hey, solving the 3D problem, this is what we're trying to do, help us with that part, while we as an overall organization have much broader experience across the business and can focus on how we're going to now take that technology that partner's helping with and kind of make sure that it works across the business for that customer. So absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so it's knowing where the strengths of each part of the business are, or each business as well. Hi there, Kris here from Field Service News. Hope you're doing well. Just a quick reminder that if you've caught your timing right on this and you're watching it as it's current, so July 2023, then you will be able to access the full-length version of this discussion. Just head over to FSN Free. There's links, depending on where you're watching this. If you're watching it on YouTube or LinkedIn, there's links below. If you're watching it from our site, the links may be to the side or at the bottom of the page, depending on what browser you're using and whether you're on mobile or desktop. But there will be a link below that will allow you to access the full content, taking about less than 30 seconds. You can sign in with LinkedIn now as well, and it's forever free, and you'll get a selection of monthly resources. And this month, this is one of the great resources that's there. Always the resources are premium quality content, so it's worth signing up 30 seconds each time. Go and check that out. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks for your time. Take care. Bye bye.